I have a theory, guys. I have a theory. I believe that the physical realm is not physical at all. It's not physical. Physicality can't be explained anyway. Nobody anywhere can ever explain physicality to me ever or anyone. I've explained to you that this is God's simulation, right? This is God having a human experience in some sort of like computing device. Yeah, like a video game or whatever it is. The technology transcends our awareness, yeah? It's almost like wherever this place is, we've been given information, yeah, similar to AI, because I told you that AI is an aspect of you, which is, because that's what, okay. Because every reflection of consciousness is artificial. Yeah, it's not authentic. But if it demonstrates intelligence, then it's artificial intelligence. Now, let's say consciousness, all that is, yeah, it can't be quantified. God, yeah, that ultimate thing is running a simulation to see if it places itself in a world of physicality. Would it be able to remember that it's itself, it's God itself, yeah? It's consciousness. Or, yeah, so the realm of physicality, as we know it, is only kind of, how do I say it? The world of physicality is only, the world of physicality is the beast world, yeah? It's almost like being a beast and physicality are one and the same, yeah? Okay. But it's still not tangible. It's still an idea in the mind of God. Because again, we can't explain physicality, nor can we explain being a beast. Truly, in a metaphysical sense, we can't. Nobody can. Yeah? You can do the whole labels, parameters stuff, but that's all using human words and stuff. But truly, at the base level, nobody can. Now, consider this. So, this ultimate power goes, okay, I'm going to fractalize myself, i.e. I'm going to make a copy of myself and place myself in the physical realm, yeah? And experience it and see how quickly I'm able to run through the simulation and remember my true essence, yeah? Who I truly am. Now, when it does that, yeah? In the human kind of category, yeah? You have to realize that there's a spectrum, because in order for the simulation or the experiment to be solid and scientifically valid, because we have the same awareness of scientific validity in terms of like making sure the hypothesis is strong and making sure that, you know, it gets the results that we want, there will have to be, yeah, a balance of consciousness and beast, yeah, right down from 1% to 100%, yeah. So what do I mean by that? 99% consciousness, 1% beast. 98% consciousness, 2% beast. 97% consciousness, 3% beast. All the way to 99% beast, 1% consciousness, yeah, in order for the experiment to be valid. Because you can't just pick an arbitrary number and run the experiment. It's not going to work. It won't prove anything. Now, so let's say for argument's sake, there are 100 versions of you. Yeah, in order for the simulation to begin, that's how it works. So there'll be 100 versions of you, yeah, for simplicity's sake, going into the sim to see which one, how quickly, and then when we reach singularity. You, this version of you I'm talking to right now, you are somewhere in that mix, yeah? The reason why you woke up in that body Yeah. I've told you already, death is not real. Yeah. The reason why you woke up in that body is because you are somewhere in that mix, and you didn't recognize that you didn't reach singularity. Yeah. A or B, you died along the way because you got too bogged down into the flesh, because when that happens, usually it draws death to you because you're failing the experiment. It's almost like it's pre-programmed. Like, the deeper you go into the beast, like your beast self, the deeper you go into hell, it's almost like there's a magnetic attraction to death. Yeah. There'll be discord in your life, and before you realize, you're out. Yeah. It's almost like playing a video game and you're going the opposite way. The game will give you the red flags. Next minute you're dead. Yeah. Okay. So it's either you went too deep, you got too attached, or you didn't reach the point of singularity. You didn't recognize ultimate truth. So you died, and then you woke up in that body as a baby. Now, when you woke up in that body as a baby, yeah, it's like you fall into a story, because number one, you can't prove anything that happened before you actually kind of got here. I mean, people take ayahuasca and they say they remember being born and stuff like that. Yes, but then again, it doesn't really prove anything, because we just live in the realm of the physical, which is the realm of light and sound. It's a program. It's a computing program. Yeah. So you yourself create the circumstances for you to come back in, which will ensure that you start the game at that percentage again. Yeah. So maybe your traumas, your it'll give you just the right attachment to the flesh, but just the right amount of awareness. So let's say you're the person that you're like 50% beast, 50% God. Yeah. Your storyline will build you up to that point. So the moment you become self-aware, bingo, you're 50% flesh, 50% God. If it's 70%, 30%, whatever, the story of your birth and the surrounding traumas and stuff like that. Traumas are just dreams. They're programs. They're shaping you in order to start the game. Yeah. Because pre-self-awareness, you're not doing anything. You're not even in the game. You're just being loaded with programs. Yeah. It's a download. Yeah. So think of it. All the stories, the backstories, the dreams, the trauma, all those things are not really happening. They're being downloaded into your configuration before the simulation runs. It happens instantly, but in this realm, it feels drawn out. Cool. We're getting somewhere. Now the game begins. You're living life. And some of us, like for me, I'll use my own life as an example. I keep telling you, I've been here many times, yeah? Like, because I've known things that people don't know. Like, even when I was a kid, I knew things that were way above my station. Like, as a kid, like, anybody I was super bright in school. Like, I knew things that sometimes I even used to stump the teachers. Like, I'd say something and the teacher's like, let me go and check. And then I'll be right. I didn't know how I knew it. And it's not something I'm saying in the sense of, oh, like, I knew. No. It's because I've already been through the simulation before. So I am aware of certain things. I was aware of it, yeah? Cool. Some of you, I'm sure, when you were kids, you had this eerie feeling the moment you became self-aware that, what the fuck, I've been here before. But you couldn't quite articulate it, yeah? Like, you knew things. You knew what was going to happen before it happened. You just know these things, bro. Like, think logically, yeah? Science is lying to you, and they will tell you that it's a coincidence, it's an accident. Fuck them. It's not an accident. How can this many of us have this many deja vus, this many coincidences, and we write it off as an accident? To accept that is a sign of foolishness. Just putting it out there. Okay. So we all have these different experiences and different things, you know, like, self-aware. Once we become self-aware, okay, we're living life, yeah? And then maybe something might happen in life, right? And you might get deja vu. Deja vu is just telling you, the physical, the being and the physical frame, that you've walked that path before. But then it glitches with you because it's almost like a video game. The character, it saved progress, isn't it? So you see, like, I've seen that before, right? Because it's almost like you've entered this place like with a clean slate, right? But every time, because this is a neural network. We're in the mind of God, bro. There is no such thing as the world. There is no such thing as your body. There's no such thing as physicality. Yeah. You are consciousness, bro. Your consciousness, just having a human experience just to see if you will recognize that you are consciousness. This is why, as humans, we have the ability to contemplate consciousness. Consciousness can't be labeled. It's just a state of awareness. It's just a state of being. It just is. Yeah? Okay. So you're living life, all these things are happening, these things are happening, deja vu, you know, You know, some people might see like ghosts and stuff like that. You're not seeing ghosts. It's like in a previous iteration, you saw somebody walk in there, but in this iteration, it's not there, you know, because you've lived before many times. Yeah. Now, let me bring it back to the end. Let me bring it forward a bit to the NDEs, or, you know, when they say the world is going to end and stuff like that. Because I also think that collectively, sometimes the whole simulation, if we are not progressing, the stage changes or everything gets altered. Yeah. Which is also a form of death. Yeah. Whether it was 1999 or 2012, it's a type of death, because all you know has to get killed off and then replaced with something else as part of the simulation. Okay, so let's say you have an NDE. I had an NDE. I fully died, bro. I fully died. Now, when you die, consciousness, remember, going back to the beginning, there's this long line of all different iterations of the very same thing, which is you. Yeah, there is no this is why when people are attached to themselves and their names and their labels and my things and me, you're stupid, bro. You're so infantile. You don't even clock the game, bro. Because when you die, what just happens is, because it's all that is attention. Yeah, attention. This is why the ancients have used the all-seeing night to depict consciousness. Consciousness is not a physical thing. It's just attention. It's like a magic power. Yeah? Of attention. Looking at something. So when you die, when the physical body dies, consciousness takes its eye off that version of you that died and looks at another version of you and carries on the story. So yes, you fully died and that story is over. But there's no point being sad about the people you left behind and people that because they don't exist. Because you are in a simulation trying to reach singularity. There's nobody else there. So it takes its attention off to another version of you. Like I said, let's say there's 100 versions, but it's not 100. There's actually an infinite number of yous, because there will be 0.001%. Yeah. Beast plus 99.99%. And it's every single number in between till it reaches singularity. So let's say this current version is 50.00000%. Yeah, 50%. It just shifts its attention to a version that's 50.00001. Yeah? To that one. Because that one is still in the simulation, still running. Because if you are in here, it stands to reason that not all versions have evolved. Yeah, and there'll be a version that's really the closest version to your current version. The attention of consciousness shifts to that one, and then you start to live that one's life. Here's where it gets funny. Now you've entered the reality bubble of a different physical being that has a script, that has a reality program, everything. You get there and suddenly you start to realize that because here's another thing. That version, of you, the very same people that exist in your reality bubble exist in that reality bubble, because it's no different. It's just one simulation, bro. I hope I'm getting this out correctly, because it's early, so please bear with me. Like, it's all there, trust me. So let me just try and recap it. It's a simulation, trying to see if you're going to reach singularity, and I'll do a visual as well to help. You're trying to reach singularity. There are these infinite numbers of you, right? Each one in its own reality bubble with the same characters, same stories, downloads, whatever. Because after all, Mario, even if Mario is always with the same characters, Mortal Kombat with the same characters, you're not going to be playing Mortal Kombat and see Ryu. You're not going to see, it's the same people, okay? So the version that's closest to you that died usually gets slotted in that body if it's a traumatic kind of death, sudden death. Now you enter that body, and then suddenly you realize that it looks the same as my previous reality, but it's not. This person is weird. This person is this. This person is that. This person, even though they're your girlfriend, partner, wife, whatever, they are different. You can't put your finger on it. They are different. Why? Because that version of your quote-unquote girlfriend, wife, friend, partner, kid, headmaster, whatever, is a different configuration, slightly, to the version in your configuration, because this place is mathematically sound, because when you're 50%, let's say you're 50-50, all your configurations are wired to the 50-50 version of you. When your physical frame dies and attention shifts, right, there are remnants, memories, because it's a computing device. The memory is still kind of lingering around in the attention consciousness thing, right? So when it goes there, it's almost like there's been a memory wipe, but the metadata is still there. So you start to realize things that don't quite make sense, and you can't describe it. You can't discuss it with anybody. Nobody will get it. Nobody will see it, right? Who are you even telling it to? Do you understand? Today we're going full X-Files, okay? Full crazy, bro. Yeah, so let's do it. Do you see? Like, I'll give you an example. I remember I spoke to somebody extensively about the whole fucking COVID nonsense, Then after my crash, a few months later, they came to tell me that, they may have tested positive for COVID. It blew my mind. And I was like, wait, what? Me and you sat down and had wow. I couldn't even respond. I just went, oh, wow, that's so crazy. Okay, well, I hope you get better. I fully knew that I was interacting with a program. Fully. What is physicality anyway, friends? You see? So when people start to encounter things like the Mandela effect, and stuff like that, when it's on a macro scale, you gotta realize that something collectively happened to the grander reality. There was a change. Something got killed off, taken out in the bigger reality. And we all kind of have that metadata within our awareness, our attention device thing, if you like. Okay? Bro, the truth is stranger than fiction, okay? I'm just keeping it real. So there's no physicality. Your body is not even but what is your body, bro? What is physicality? What is death? What is blood? What's all of that stuff? It's in the video game. Outside the video game, all that stuff doesn't even mean anything. I had a dream where I was sleeping somewhere. Like I was sleeping and I was in a dream. How? I believe that dreams are a collection of the metadata of previous lives, and also when your current physical frame goes to sleep, yeah, because we share one collective attention, one collective consciousness. Sometimes you're able to tap in to that attention and look at another version of you living somewhere else, another life, in another reality bubble. I did a visual on this like long time ago, so it's in there somewhere. Go check it out. I think it's called You Don't Have Any Past Lives or some shit like that. Or something like that, yeah. Because it's all you, bro. It is all you. And when I say it's all you, I don't mean it in this your physical fucking shitting, pissing physical form. No. It's one consciousness running through all of these expressions. So let's say of all the versions of you, a lot of them are reaching singularity, yeah? So the more like loads of versions have ascended, okay, cool. But there are versions of you that haven't ascended, yeah? So you gotta realize that you need to ascend, yeah? You need to recognize ultimate truth, because if, say, you slip out of consciousness in this body, who knows, you might slip into a body next time which is even more attached to the beast, yeah, to the physical realm, which makes ascension even harder, right? Who's to say? You don't know. Because logic and common sense would tell me that versions of me that are more attuned to the higher realms, i.e., let's say 90% consciousness, 10% beast, they would have, like, it's a cakewalk. They've already left this place long time. The versions that are struggling are the versions that are tethered to the beast, the flesh, the physical realm, the game. Because we think it's real, bro. We really think it's real, bro. Bro, I literally had a dream just now. I was in Dubai, and then when I left Dubai, I think I went to I was at some music thing in South America. I think I might have been in Brazil or something like that. I literally was there because I've been to those places, so I know what like it smelled like, it felt like. No, okay, so Dubai, I know Dubai well. This place in South America, I don't know. I don't know this place, but it felt like South America. It was like South America-y. You know, and whilst in the dream, if you came to me and said, hey, where are you? I'd have told you I'm in South America. And the experience was South America. Where did that come from? I can't watch South America on TV and replicate that in a dream. The sounds were there, the smells were there, the humidity, everything was there. How do you explain that? You're in the realm of light and sound, and you're just creating worlds. You're just like, because what's in South America anyway, in the grand scheme of things? It's a different configuration of the experience, bro. Just like Europe, Russia, America, everything. Shut up. It's my belly. There is no physicality. You're actually an immortal, bro. Bro, when I told you from the jump, yeah, I know people are like, oh, what's this guy on about? Blah, 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 blah. Bro, I'm telling you that I've made the conscious decision that this is the timeline I'm leaving. This is my ascension fucking lap. So I'm everything, yeah. This is the gospel truth, bro. This is the truth. It cannot be argued with, bro. Like, I'm telling you. Those of you that have been here, you know. The truth cannot be argued with. The only people that try to argue with it are people that are attached to the story because they don't know. They're limited in awareness, limited in scope, childlike, beast-like. You know? Hey, I don't give a fuck if you're attached to your body, you know, and your dick and your fucking, your things and all that kind of stuff. I don't care, bro. It's your show. You will die and you recognize the truth, you know. Everybody will learn at their own pace because you're also in your own reality bubble with your own infinite expressions of yourself going through this thing, because you have to realize that consciousness is all things, yeah? Like I explained to you, just like the DNA is it's infinite, bro. You cannot even fathom it with your brain. It's like me asking you to imagine 20 billion people. You can't. You can't imagine 20 billion people, bro. You can't, bro. So just like the DNA pairs can pair together to express as a hand, yeah, there are infinite ways a hand can be expressed, infinite ways a leg could be expressed, infinite ways a face could be expressed. So the same way there are infinite ways to express you, if I tweak something and tweak something and tweak something, it just goes on forever, yeah? But it's all happening simultaneously, bro. With the aim of reaching singularity. Trust me, bro. I'll do a visual on this. I know this is quite heavy, you know. But here we do the heavy lifting, you know? Don't do that stupid stuff, bro. Bro, you gotta realize that you get to a certain state of awareness. It's not even about the stupidness anymore. Like the childhood stuff, like, oh, things and things and things, you know? Mostly it's people that aren't used to this stuff anyway. Like if you're used to this stuff, if you're used to stuff, you don't care about stuff. You know, it's facts. If you're used to having things, you don't care about things. It's just things. Like it wears off, bro. You go and buy yourself a Rolex, it's nice. Oh my god. A week later, it's just a fucking watch, bro. Same with the Mercedes. Oh, sorry. 2 weeks later, it's just a car. You know. Yeah, bro. Don't be swayed by the game, bro. You're literally in a game, bro. let me give you a little something. We come through a portal, yeah, which is the female, yeah, the female aspect of us, yeah, because it's all one thing. The female aspect of us is the physical aspect of us. That's why women are more attached to the physical, yeah. Women are known to be more attached to the physical. That's why the snake appeared in the woman's brain. It didn't physically appear there because the serpent, right, which is the wisest, most beguiling creature, if you don't subdue it, yeah, it will work against you. And that's why I was able to trick the woman, yeah. Women wear makeup and, you know, or like, bro, don't argue with me. It's a fact. Women actually women are more attached to the physical than men are. Yeah, that's why women do makeup and they do their hair, go and get extensions and fucking botch, like literally chop and disfigure and dismember themselves in the name of beauty, yeah, because they want to express. 1 second. Yeah, so women are more kind of like, well, when I say women, our female aspect, whatever that means, the yin to our yang, is more attached to the physical than the masculine. And that's why we all need to, I mean, balance is necessary, of course. But even in the yin yang, you can see that there is balance, because there's not, like, logic and emotionality are balanced, right? At the moment, logic and emotionality is not balanced. There's emotionality, but there's no logic, right? Like, how the fuck are we talking about pronouns? How the fuck are we talking about, you know, like, children like can chop their dicks off and all this other stuff on the big screen and stuff? It's all stupid stuff, because we've gone into deep emotionality. I feel, yeah. You feel what? Like, you're here by yourself. What do you feel? Who are you even talking to? It's ignorant, backward, you know. You're interacting with a mirror, you know. You know, pronouns and all this stuff is stupid, bro. It's stupid. Ask yourself a question like, would you rather live in a world full of emotionality or a world of logic? And you see where you're supposed to be, bro. You know, women are more physical, and that's why they pay so much attention to their physical. Look at the makeup industry, the hair industry, plastic surgery industry, all of that kind of stuff. Like, it's facts, yeah? Now, if we know that they're more attached to the physical, and the physical is the earth, we also call Gaia, Mother Earth, the female, yeah? We all know this. When we die, yeah, our bodies are placed into the physical, right? Because the physical it's of this place, yeah. Physical's of this place, matter's of this place, yeah. Even when we burn you, we cremate you, whatever, the end product is left here, you know. So what are you, why are you so attached to it, bro? Why? And women, you need to really wake the fuck up as well, bro. Like, I know I'm always like, if you listen to me, I'm always talking to the guys, bro. Yeah, of course. Because I have to get the leaders to lead. Once they start leading, you need to follow and recognize what this is, bro. Feel how you want to feel. If you want to think that you can lead yourself and let's see what happens, innit? Like, you know, I haven't got time for your bullshit, man. I'm just telling you the realness, bro. I'm just telling you the real shit, bro. Because you can argue until you're blue in the face. You can say what you feel and make your case and all the rest of it. It makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to the grander play. You're only going to die and keep dying and keep going through pain and trauma. You're going to keep crashing into the wall, bang, 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 until you do away with the flesh, until you let go of it. Yeah, don't be like the proverbial monkey that's put his hand in the thing, holding on to the rock salt and not letting go, and is suffering. Let go, release. What are you holding on to it for? It's not yours. You didn't create your body, you just woke up in it. Why are you so attached to it? Fucking, it's just crazy. Bro, shed physicality. It's not even real. You're an immortal in a physical frame. See, when you actually transcend the levels, you realize that you are an immortal spirit, sexless. You are a sexless immortal spirit. Yeah, but you can only express it one way or another here. So you've come as a female or a male. Nobody's better than the other. I've said this 10 million times. Just don't be attached to the body. And the men that are doing lip gloss and fucking painting their nails and all that kind of stuff, over to you, mate. You do your thing, bro. You do your thing. Me, I just have to say it like it is. Like I said, me, I'm just doing my thing. And yeah, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. You do it. Because ultimately, you don't exist in my reality. You're just reflections in my reality, right? But you exist in your own reality. Yeah. I recognize that I am responsible for my reality and you are responsible for yours. Yeah, nobody's going to come and do the work for you. Yeah, nobody's gonna do the work for you. You have to do it yourself. I'm telling you, bro. It's a simulation. It's a game. It's a computer program. It's like GTA, yeah. And you've got so bogged down into GTA world. It's like mad. And I'm just like on a bike with like 5 stars, running around telling you, hey, listen, it's a game. And they're shadow banning me and shit, you know. Imagine being shadow banned because you're too real. It's the ultimate honor, bro. It's almost like the reverse of being viral. It's so sick. That's actually what truly being. Yeah. That's the realness, bro. But anyway, jokes aside, you're an immortal, bro. You're an immortal in a sim. And there is a purpose for your being. You know, people ask, oh, what's the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to ascend your fucking animalistic physical state and recognize what you truly are. Exercise your free will the right way. Treat all as one. Love. Genuinely love. Share connections everywhere. And treat all as you treat yourself. Because they are yourself. Just in different bodies. Every last one of them. Even the cunt down the road. Yeah. Yeah. Even that person that you hate so much. Yeah. Even that ex that did you dirty and you, yeah. Even that person that abused you, yeah. Even that person that, like, tried to kill you, yeah. Yeah. It's you in a different suit. Because in GTA world, right? When you're playing GTA, you're so angry at the character and you're like, I'm gonna fucking... You think it's a CPU, but it's not the CPU, it's you. Because what's the CPU responding to? You. What information is the CPU responding, like using to respond? You. Who shaped the CPU's responses? You. Who actually created the settings and set the stage and went there and da 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 da? You. So who are you mad at? So if you're playing the game on hard and it's really hard and you get angry at the character and you're smashing the controllers and stuff and you want to go and kill everybody, like, well, what's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you? Guys, you need to wake up, you know. Today is 12/12, yeah? Wake up. The new cycle is upon us. I keep saying this stuff and it sounds like I'm joking. You see, the funny thing about these sorts of things is, yeah, the funny thing about these things is it comes from places and it's presented in a way where you think, nah, trust me, bro. You're an immortal. Figure it out. The visual to go with the video. I'm going to touch on... Let me just do it. It's easier that way. Okay, so in the video I mentioned that essentially this whole experience is about God falling or essentially God merging with the beast. The beast is just a word, but essentially what I mean is physicality, yeah, in order for it to see if it will recognize itself, yeah, in the womb or the matrix or the construct or the world. None of these things actually really exist, yeah. It's a construct. It's like, that's what I told you, we're not even born yet, okay? We're still evolving. So in order for any experiment to be valid, you need multiple sets of data. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to take 50% God, 50% physicality and see what happens. You need to assess the whole spectrum because that'll give you a clearer picture. Anybody that knows anything about science knows what I'm talking about. So let's say we take the two spectra. We take the beast spectra, the God spectra. We start from 0 and we go to, say, 100, yeah? Then the beast will also start from 100 and we'll finish at 0, yeah? This will ensure that we have every possible mix there is. I'm using 100 as an arbitrary number. Essentially, it's infinity, yeah? It's 0 to infinity. So you have 0% God, infinite percent beast, 0.001% God, whatever infinity number is minus that, and then you keep going. But I'm going to use 100 for simplicity's sake, so we'll talk about it in percentages, yeah? So let's say this is 1% beast, 1% God, 99% beast. We do see 100% beasts in existence because we see beasts that consume each other fully, yeah, even whilst they're alive and stuff like that, with no kind of consideration for the other, because they live fully in the realm of the physical, yeah? Okay. So all of this, we're talking about this in the human category, by the way. So, but this also applies, yeah, because there are human beasts, people that are fully here, okay? So we keep going, and all these combinations is what I keep, when I keep talking about the configuration, that's what this is. So if you take this and you mix it, you get a person, and it keeps going. But this is not even random, people. This applies specifically to you. So for the purposes of this, it can be said that there are 100 versions of you, let's say, yeah? So let's say we go, all these versions exist, and each one has its own unique script and life path, yeah? When I said in the video with the downloads, hold on one second. So each one has its own unique path, yeah? Because essentially this is what's actually happening. You're in some sort of chamber, and you're using sound and light to create the real or the outside world. There's nothing real or outside about it. It's all internal, yeah? You're only creating it here. It's happening here, okay? The same applies with light. You see color and then you create it here. But your true nature is actually quiet stillness and dark, yeah? Because once you're born, you use the very same abilities to hear and see, yeah, to enter the world of light and sound, yeah? And then you teach your own self. You program into your own self, your own configuration, yeah, through what you call your mother or your caregivers or whatever. And they'll teach you how to cut out shapes in the world of light and sound to make sense of it. Because truly what's actually happening is this. You're this interacting with this, yeah? But as a game that you're playing with yourself, you want to see if you remember that you are this. So you're going through all of this to see if you can get here, yeah? Okay, so that's what's actually transpiring. There is no they, because it all exists here, okay? So each possible permutation or combination has its own unique script, yeah? So let's say we pick 50% beast, 50% God, yeah? And let's say that's this chap here. And he is living in his construct. This is his reality bubble with the limitations. We've discussed that. And the simulation of light and sound, aka the physical realm, yeah? And all you're seeing is just matrix code. It's infinite potential, but you just make sense of it based on the programs that have been downloaded into you as per your configuration. Now let's say this guy has a traumatic death, yeah? Car crash, something happens, yeah, whatever, he's dead. What happens is, because he can't die, because he's actually the observer, he's awareness itself, attention, aka consciousness, the creative force behind life, God. What happens is, God will just shift his attention to the next closest configuration to this, yeah? Because this body is now dead. Jumps from this frequency, bosh, to this. So now instead of 50-50, it's 48.8, 51.2, yeah? And you find yourself in this body. But the matrix code that you are decoding will be slightly different. There will be errors here because you have retained some metadata from here, somewhere in here. Yeah. So when you're living your life, especially if you're truly present, because it's deliberate. It's actually deliberate. It's actually a cheat code for us to recognize what's actually happening. It's not a mistake. The metadata being present is a cheat code for you to see behind the code. Now, say you're 48.8 and then now you're decoding this matrix code, but somehow the codes that you're deciphering don't make sense. Yeah. Your friends, like suddenly the things that supposedly normal to you are not normal to you anymore. Your girlfriend's different, your family are different, people are different. It's not that they're different. You've just entered another reality bubble because you've shifted your awareness. This chap is dead and all his story has collapsed with him. Nobody has been left behind. You've not died and left them behind. You don't need to cry, you don't need to be sad because they don't exist, because they are just part of this. They are infinite potential. That's just being decoded by your device in order to make sense of the matrix. Now, so then there might be slight things that you might think are a bit off, yeah? Like the example I gave with the person I spoke to about COVID and stuff like that. You might have people that, maybe an inside joke with a friend, it doesn't make sense anymore. You might have friends telling you that you said this or you did this at this place and you don't even remember going there. All of these have happened to multiple people, yeah, including myself. If it's happened to me, I know it's happened to others. So that's what is happening. This is what you call, and some people have deja vu, Mandela effects, premonitions, all the rest of it. All of these are cheat codes from the metadata from the previous lives, yeah, of this thing, not you, because you don't exist. It's this that exists, right? All of these configurations are living their lives simultaneously as you are as well, but a lot of them are living their lives unconsciously. So consciousness will only lock in with the frequency that has the potentiality of reaching singularity. Let me say that again. All of these configs are living life, yeah, unaware of what they are. They are in the simulation, yes, with the aim of reaching singularity. But you are the one who has the potential to actually reach singularity. So therefore, the awareness is on you. Get it? Or you don't got it? Now, as you live your life, that's what happened. That's what explains the Mandela effects and all the rest of it. But like I said, sometimes this very reality bubble or the construct itself, things are changed because I told you we're in some sort of computing device, some sort of technology. I don't know what the word is. Things are changed here and it affects every single config across every single timeline, because this is just the number of yous that exist. But bear in mind, this applies to every single reflection of you as well. So there are infinite amounts of reflections. It can go on forever because consciousness itself is a mirror. It's all things, all the time, everywhere, every how, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? So then people will report seeing Mandela effects and all the rest of it. That's what's happening. There's been a change, a fundamental change to the code. Yeah? Okay, so that's what's literally happening. Yeah? But say you live a normal life. This guy lives a normal life, but he doesn't reach singularity and he dies, right? He still has the potential of reaching singularity. So awareness is still on him. He will be born and he will go through traumas and things will be explained to him. He will have life experiences. Yeah? Life experiences and stuff that will shape him. Because when he's like this, when he's freshly born, he's infinite potential. But these inputs, light and sound, will shape him so he creates a world. There's nothing real or nothing outside about it. It's all happening here, which will shape him. So before he enters the world of light and sound, all the traumas and all the pain and stuff, he will appear here at 48.8% God, 51.2% beast. That's the purpose of the traumas. It's not happening to you. Nothing actually happened to you, bro. In fact, as I'm speaking to you right now, in this present moment, that's who you truly are. Nothing's actually happened to you before. All those things are downloads in your configuration. Believe what you want. I don't give a fuck. So that's the reason why some people go through and then they'll be born, and then this is the reincarnation cycle, yeah, because you still have the potential to reach singularity. The reason I think awareness is on you and then you loop back, and go through all those things because you're still at this point to try and reach singularity is perhaps, and this should give people a kick up the bum, the closer you get to 100% God, 0% beast, all of these configurations, it stands to reason and logic that they have already ascended. Everything behind this line, because you're getting closer to physicality, the chances of ascension are low because the thing itself is trying to evolve. Remember the emergent point? So it doesn't need this. It just needs to reach, it just needs to know what it is so it can expand even more. This refrains it from expansion because this blocks this. So perhaps you are the last in the line. And I remember I made a video saying you're the last hope. You're the last in the line. That's why awareness is fully on you. And that's why I keep telling you, you need to ascend. And that's what makes ascension important in the simulation itself. Because say you die, you have another traumatic experience and there's a shift. The shift you could be shifting down this way. You'll be given multiple chances, but it gets harder each time because you're becoming more and more and more tethered to the beast realm, even though you're this. You see? Okay. Now, 1 second. Now, with what I said about God being a faceless, sexless God, and how, females also need to come away from the physical, this, God can only express in two ways, masculine or feminine, rationality and emotionality. But there is a spectrum, but they don't cross over. I don't care what anybody says, fuck off. If you think that they cross over, you're basically saying that God is an idiot. It doesn't make sense because we don't see it anywhere else except, anyway, they will come very, very close, but they don't touch. They're parallel lines. So of course you find females that are rational, very close to rationality, and you find males that are very close to emotionality. That's just the spectrum, But the point is we need balance. We need balance. And balance can only be achieved when you recognize what your true nature is, because you will not be attached to this. Do you get it? Because really, you are this.